Charles Messier was one of the most prolific comet discoverers and catalogers of his time. He was also the first to compile a systematic list of nebulae and star clusters, which are now known as the Messier objects. Messier was born on June 26, 1730, in Badonviller, France, the 10th of 12 children. His father was a court usher who died when Messier was 11 years old. Messier developed an interest in astronomy at a young age, inspired by the appearance of a spectacular six-tailed comet in 1744 and an annular solar eclipse in 1748. In 1751, Messier moved to Paris and became a draftsman and recorder of astronomical observations for Joseph Nicolas Delisle, the astronomer of the French Navy. Delisle taught him how to use telescopes and other instruments, and instructed him to keep careful records of his observations. Messier's first documented observation was that of the transit of Mercury across the Sun on May 6, 1753. Messier soon became an avid comet hunter, searching for new comets and following their paths across the sky. He independently discovered 13 comets and observed many more. He was given the nickname Ferret of Comets by King Louis XV, who admired his skill and diligence. Messier also collaborated with other astronomers, such as Pierre Méchain, Alexis Bouvard, and Anders Lexell. However, Messier's passion for comets also led him to encounter many false alarms. He often mistook nebulae and star clusters for comets, which looked alike when viewed with a small telescope. To avoid wasting time on these objects, he decided to compile a list of them so that he could distinguish them from comets. He began his catalog in 1760 and published it in 1771 with 45 entries. He later expanded it to 103 entries by 1781, with some additions by Méchain. The catalog contained some of the most spectacular and well-known objects in the sky, such as the Orion Nebula, M42, the Andromeda Galaxy, M31, and the Pleiades, M45. Messier's catalog was not only a practical tool for comet hunters, but also a valuable contribution to astronomy. It was the first systematic survey of nebulae and star clusters, which were poorly understood at the time. Messier's observations helped to reveal their diversity and beauty, and stimulated further research on their nature and origin. Some of Messier's objects turned out to be galaxies, which were later recognized as independent systems of stars outside our own Milky Way. Messier was honored for his achievements by several scientific societies. He was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society of London in 1764, a foreign member of the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences in 1769, and a member of the French Academy of Sciences in 1770. He received several awards and medals, including the Cross of the Legion of Honor in 1806. Messier died on April 12, 1817, in Paris, at the age of 86. He was buried in Père Lachaise Cemetery, near the grave of Frédéric Chopin. His legacy lives on in his catalog, which is still widely used by astronomers and amateur stargazers today. The Messier objects are among the most popular targets for telescopes and binoculars, as they offer a glimpse into the wonders of the universe.